right, welcome back everybody. So as you can see, I got quite a bit of Renner stuff here, and I have been getting blown up about Renner. So this week we're going to look at two different coatings from Renner. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, so this is the 1094 with just a clear over it with no crosslinker, and then we'll look at the one with the crosslinker. So we're going to start off with our denatured alcohol as usual. And we'll let that flash off. All right, so there is your denatured alcohol. Let me get the lighting right. So it did mar the surface pretty good. All right, let's take a look at the lacquer thinner. Pretty much the same thing on that one. And then let's look at the acetone. Not very acetone resistant, I can tell you that. Alright, so there's your acetone. So just as a comparison, this is the Sherwin-Williams Chem Aqua, and I mean it's pretty much the same. So this self-seal by Renner is pretty much like a pre-cat lacquer. You're looking at like your pre-cat lacquers. We're not into the conversion varnish scenario with this. So let's take a look at it with the crosslinker in it. All right, so with the denatured alcohol, we got a slight marring there, but I do see an improvement in the chemical resistance with the crosslinker, so that's good. All right, so let's take a look at the lacquer thinner. Alright, so sort of the same thing. We see a little bit of cut through here, but it is an improvement over not having it in there. And let's look at the acid. Alright, so I want you guys to see the difference between, let me go this way. Let's look at the difference between with and without the crosslinker. That's without. You can see how marred it is. And then with the crosslinker, it's a pretty substantial improvement. So let's take a look at the mar resistance with the crosslinker added. Oh wow, that's impressive. So it really boosts. I mean, I'm pushing as hard as I can, and it's barely marring the surface there. It's just denting the wood. That's pretty impressive. That's probably one of the best I've seen in terms of mar resistance. It's kind of similar to the what you see with the Sayer Lac, although the Sayer Lac has a little bit better chemical resistance when you add the crosslinker. But the mar resistance on this is pretty impressive with the crosslinker added. Let's look at the crosshatch adhesion, and I can pretty much tell you that it's going to be pretty good because it didn't crack, so that means that it's pretty good and it's pretty flexible as well. All right, so yeah, we're really good on that. Very little pull. So the adhesion on this coating is very good. All right, so what's my final thoughts on the YL03.1374.00? I like the coating. I think it's a really good coating. Without the crosslinker added, my only issue is that the price to me is a little high on the product, because it's not really any better than the Chem Aqua or the Sayer Lac or like the ML Campbell Agualante. You know, it's just kind of right in there. Now the mar resistance is a little bit better than those products, but that's the only really added benefit. Now when you add the crosslinker to it, I think it definitely bumps the coating up, and it's going to be kind of tit for tat with the Sayer Lac. And what I mean by that is, like, I think the mar resistance is better on the Renner, but the chemical resistance is better on the Sayer Lac. So that's something to look at depending on what you need for your situation. Do you need more chemical resistance? Do you need more MAR resistance? That would be kind of the determining factor. It's still not as good as the Malaysia 2K poly, and it's still not as good as the CIC Centurion once you add that crosslinker. And even without the crosslinker, the CIC is still going to win over this. We still have some more to test. I have a different top coat that they say is supposed to be a little bit better, so we'll see if it kicks it up a notch and it pushes it over the cliff, over the Sayer Lac, and maybe into the CIC territory. So those videos are going to come, and I'm also going to get their 2K polyurethane, which I've talked to a couple guys, and they say it's as good as a solvent-based conversion varnish with the hardener added. So we're going to look at that and cost and pot life and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, I hope you liked the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Catch me over at Instagram at Eric Reason and at Facebook at Eric Reason. Remember, test, don't guess. We'll catch you next week.